Kimmy, I know you came in here knowing it was going to take baseline to baseline effort to beat this team, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to make mistakes, and they just keep coming and coming and coming, and they're kind of scary in that way. So I mean, I can look at some things, and I can look at 18 turnovers. The first half wasn't very good in that regard, but I look at 33 assists. It's like you can't complain. You've got 6 players in double figures. The only thing if you want to whine about something, I guess would be the difference in rebounding. But I think your kids, and the girls pinpointed, that fast start after the halftime, which was kind of a sticking point at one time this season, to go on a 14-0 run. I think that kind of told Sacramento State too, you want to play this way, we'll just keep punching back. Do you think they answered?
Yeah, I think that's a great assessment. I do. I think the biggest thing is you just can't simulate what they do. You can't duplicate it. We tried to have 6 in the backcourt, and they're just so good and trained at just coming at angles that you're not used to in the backcourt or the press, and it just takes some time to get a little bit more comfortable, and even our older players who have played against it, just they get sped up and they make some mistakes, and the deflections that Sacramento State causes, I mean that just shows you how close it is to, it's either a layup or it's a turnover. It's that close almost every time down the court. But the fact that we kind of regrouped and changed our personalities a little bit at halftime, and I thought we were a little bit more finesse than we needed to be. I think that's still we have a little bit of that in us. I think we're a lot different than we have been in the past, but I still think we can get enamored with the three-point line, and we all, I feel like we can attack and get layups, and we'll stop behind the three-point line in space. And against this team, their stats say that people shoot 55% against them, or 50% pretty much, but only 30 from 3. So they almost want you to take those. They get you a little rushed up, so jack up a lot of threes, and I thought we did that a little bit in the first half, and then missed some layups and foul trouble a little bit. So, but just the demeanor that we had on the defensive end and the defensive rebounding, I thought was better. And I love what you said, is that we punched back a little bit, and we said, and I really do believe that about this team. We are built better to handle different styles. And there was a time where, 13 turnovers at halftime would have turned into 26. And this team really has the ability, ball handling wise, to limit that. And we showed that in the second half. And I think that was the difference in the game.
Well, if you're looking for, somebody else to pick up a slack or to add in a certain combination, Danielle Noble's stepping up pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think tonight was a great example. I don't know, it looked like to me she passed up 2 really good scoring opportunities, maybe to make the extra pass. But she appears to be playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that. I mean, I think she thinks I'm very hard on her, and have been probably for the time that she's been out there. But she's one of those, and I keep saying I compare her, Mandy, and our freshmen is the same way. They are, baseball, I don't, but the 5-tool players, we talk about that. They have so many talents that they're just a little cult-like. They don't have control of all the things they can do. So, she can get to the rim and point whatever, Mach speed, whatever she can, but sometimes, it's just learning how to control that. You don't have to be going that fast to still get there, and you got to be able to finish it at the end. And that's the hardest part for young players to get to. And I compare and I talk to them a lot. Like, Katie doesn't have any of those problems. Katie knows exactly what she can and can't do, and she rarely puts herself in position outside of that. And when you're a better athlete with all these skills, you constantly kind of try things that you eventually will be able to do, but maybe at times you can't do right now consistently as a young player. And Danny's a year into it, and she's getting, again, athletically, she's gifted. We've got to get her some scoring touches and places where she can score the basketball. But I really did like how she came in and was a presence in the post where everybody else was being real finesse and playing outside. But she still second guesses herself because she probably thinks I'm talent or something, but I want her to get more confidence, and this is a great night for her to get some. And we certainly, I keep saying it, we need some punch off the bench, and for her to come in and have those kind of numbers is great for us.
Was this kind of what you expected and expected to see from Sacramento State?
Oh, yeah.
And just a matter of how your kids responded to it?
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm always a little bit surprised that I thought we turned the ball over, and I thought we had better ball handlers and better, but I can't be too disappointed because, like I said, that just first game of the season, you haven't seen it. They've never experienced it, and it's not an easy thing to prepare for. So, and they're good at what they do. That's the thing. They're good at what they do, and they'll probably only get better as some of their kids get a little bit healthier. So they're really hard to guard, and you got to make enough shots to beat them because they're gonna put up some points. And again, this is a great night for us in our percentages and our numbers and how we shared the ball. 33 assists on 36 field goals is just off the charts. So shows us so much about how our team shares the ball and how what great teamwork we do have. And on the other hand, but there is a point to that. Like what they're great at is taking it off the bounce, and they can get to the rim, and they don't have as many assists, but they're attacking so much. And I don't want to completely just be an assist team. You got to have some players that can go attack and create a shot. But I do think we have more of that as well. Maybe not as much tonight, but that's why I like the fact that we're built to be next pass, the assist team, but also a team that can go create a shot off the bounce.
Making too many passes.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes
Well, that's what
a good shot.
I thought we had attacking positions in the first half against the press and didn't go. And that's probably them wanting to play careful, but you can't. When you play a team that's so aggressive and takes so many chances, you got to make them pay by getting layups and to the foul line, and we went to the foul line twice in the first half. So I thought we just did a lot better job of attacking them in the second half.
What will be the biggest difference between tonight and Saturday? What kind of style will your team have to play to? I'm sure it's going to be a different type of ball.
Completely. Couldn't be any different, more different. I mean, Portland State is a 2-3 primarily, just all zone. They're a better team than they have been in the past. They're more athletic in their zone. We haven't seen a lot of zone, so and a couple of times that we haven't been great against it. So it's just that's why that non-conference is so important, that you try to schedule people that do a lot of different things, and at least you feel a little bit more prepared. But I think for us, I think maybe against Portland State we'll be able to play more people, that because you can play a little bit more traditional posts. I think this would have been a hard matchup for some of our young post players to have to try to guard what that team does. And so I think hopefully we can run some good stuff and get some good shots. But yeah, we can enjoy this one tonight, but we just need to prepare for a very much improved Portland State team, and they're going to bring a style in that's very different, and we're going to have to adjust and try to be the better team on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.